Hi everybody, it's Kay Comer in here with you, and I've got 3 little books today, and I've been getting several messages wanting to know if I could maybe create or design something kind of small. Several people have said that they love the style of the books, but they didn't know when they'd be able to afford one of the bigger ones, and they wanted to know if I would see if I could come up with some smaller things, and of course I didn't mind doing that. I'm a penny pincher myself, and I know how that is, and I didn't mind it at all. The big books do take so much time, but I found these little ones take an awful lot of time too. So I took them to the post office yesterday. I was trying to get something that I could sell for $5 or $6. So if somebody wanted to buy 2 or 3 or whatever to put in a gift bag, it wouldn't be a problem. But what I found was even the postage on these is going to run right at $5. The smallest one was $4.15. The thickest one was $4.79. So I'm going to put the postage on these at $5. I have to cover my postage, and I'm going to put $10 on each book because there's an awful lot of time in these books, and I didn't mean to take as much time. I was trying to do something quick and simple, but to do these right, you just can't do it really quick. You have to, there's so much to it, so many steps just to get to the part where you do the design. So let's stop the storytelling and see how fast we can get through these. These pages are all newspaper print. Everything is baked, coffee dyed. The front of this says "Love one another." The pages are all doubled, so they're good and heavy. Fabric strips and all on each page. This says, in times like these, it's helpful to remember that there's always been times like these. And that's almost kind of a comforting thought, isn't it? So every day is a gift, it says. A strip of that fabric. I love that fabric, and it said Hobby Lobby. What I've had for years from when Kim and I used to do the rag signs, but I will be stocking up on it pretty soon because I really like to use it. This says, kindness is a language the blind can see and the deaf can hear. And then there's just little strips of different kinds of tattered fabric and buttons. It says grace up here. I love this page. It says the beauty of nature, and I just love the little chickens. And this fabric is, I bought a little old dress at a yard sale, and I'm telling you, that dress looked like it was 100 years old. It was very thin and raggedy even when I bought it. And I've got it for 50 cents. I couldn't imagine, but I love it because it tears so easy, and it was already distressed. I didn't have to do a whole lot to it. So that's what that is right there. I've used a lot of that lately. Some more of that fabric, a button, just a little image. I love that. This is all sepia through the book, kind of sepia, black and white, distressed, tattered, vintage sepia look. And I love that look. I'm not a real colorful person. I do like, there's this bird one coming up is pretty colorful and even distressed, and I do like that, but I love the no color look. So this says, well, sometimes I believe as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. That's me. A lot of you creative people too love life. And this says, home sweet home, the simple life. Be yourself because everybody else is already taken. Got a clothespin up here, some old tattered rags, and some burlap under there. That image, I used that on a bigger book, and that book turned out so adorable. I love that image, and that is a Sarah Kay image. She's got a lot of little girls like that. I really don't like to put faces and real people in my books. I haven't put any in there, and I don't expect to do that because I think that kind of takes away from the book. I think it's fun to look at these books and think, well, this is me, or this is my family, or, and if you've got somebody else's picture in there that you don't even know, it wouldn't go over that well in that way. So, okay, this is the art of homemaking, and this is just an old image. Some more of that fabric, says love, and it's tied with some of that fabric. Okay, and this is birds. Moonlight and roses. This is just some rags. Everything, it's punched down the side. The pages are all torn in all these books, just tattered and torn, and I like that look. Love the front of this. The inside says, birds do not A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Some more of that fabric from that little baby dress. And some more birds with some red check and a button. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Happiness can be found in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Love that rose image. Love old roses. Even the smallest person can change the course of the future. And there's some burlap and an old button. Some more of that baby dress fabric. Love these little lovebirds. Love that whole little image there. Have a paper clip, rusted paper clip up here with just some old rags on the top and on the bottom. Not much to it. Simple. But all this stuff takes time. You all know that if you do these. Nothing is impossible. Even the word itself says, I'm possible. Audrey Hepburn said that. Bird on a limb, some roses, an old barn or an old homestead back in the back, some lace and a button. Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. Wow, I love that. Okay, so 2 birds on a limb. Lovebirds. I'll call them lovebirds. I'm a kind of a hopeless romantic, even at 72. I'll be 72 tomorrow, and I'm still a hopeless romantic. Okay, enjoy the little things in life, for one day you'll look back and realize they were the big things, and that is so true. Lots of fabric and lace and some creepy cloth up there and an old button. I love this, the little birdie looking up at the other little birdie looking down. That's Gooshy. Let all that you do be done in love. I love that. Appreciate where you are in your journey of life, even if it isn't where you want to be, because every day, every week, month, and year, and every season of your life, they all serve their own purpose. And that's so true, too. This says, well, what this really is, and I found it on Pinterest, but what it really is it reminded me of the words to the Dolly Parton song, or the, was it Dolly Parton, or... I'm not sure. But anyway, it says, I hope life treats you kind, and I hope you have all you've dreamed of. I wish for you joy and happiness all the days of your life, but above all, I wish you love. And the rest of your life starts right here and right now. I love that. And this is Amazing Grace. I didn't think I could fix 3 books and not have one of them to be old country churches. I'm so wrapped up in old country churches and real church and old-time religion. But these are all deserted churches, and it's the paper is all music paper, distressed, iron, scorched, all that, all the way through. Have an old flower up here, some old fabric and lace. It's tied with just some jute. This is the words and music to Sweet Hour of Prayer, and it's just all tattered and distressed. It says, prayer changes things, and boy, yes, it sure does. Here's another old deserted church, and it just says love. I love that. I can just almost see a homecoming in one of these churches, can't you? Those of you that have grown up maybe in country churches, a homecoming with dinner on the grounds and all that. Oh, homemade stuff, pickled relishes and all that, and real fried chicken fried in the kitchen. This is Amazing Grace, Amazing Grace, and a button and some lace. Pray. Love lifted me. This is just the inside of an old deserted church, and I bet they didn't even have electricity in that church. It doesn't look like they would have, or a piano or anything. But I love that image. Every time I go by it on in Pinterest, it just kind of speaks to me. Be the change. There's power in the blood. And then an old flower, some fabric and lace. The old country church. That's another old deserted church. I love, love, love that. I'd like to go to church there Sunday. I wonder where it is, and I wonder if they'd let me. And then this dotted paper up here, I got that at the Dollar Tree. And I don't know if it's still there. It was tissue paper. I just bought a couple of packages. But I love that. I've baked it and everything just like all the other paper and scorched it, and it really comes out nice. On the back is In the Garden. Oh, gospel hymns. I love the song In the Garden. Just absolutely love that song. Okay, so that's it. This is the books. for today. If they go over well, I'll have some more going right away. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how they do. And we're kind of playing it by ear on everything. I'm going to try to come up with some even cheaper ones if I can. They won't be several pages like this because this is just very time consuming, and those of you that make them know that. So let's take another quick look at the front, and then I'm going to try to get this uploaded. I did this once and it didn't, for some reason it didn't work. Imagine that. Everything I do turns out perfect. No, that's a joke. Okay, I'm going to go in there and try to upload this again, and we'll see what happens. We'll get together and talk about them or whatever. If you like them, let me know. If you don't like them, let me know. If you have any ideas, let me know for some small things. I'm even wondering about tags or something that you can just put in a card with your Christmas card. Just something a little more personal. Something that's a keepsake. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate your patience with me. I'm really new at this video, and I've done the books for decades, but the distressed look is this to this extent is new to me. So everything is just I'm organized with my room now, so I'm going to be on these, and we'll see what happens. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.